Baton Rouge man faces more than 300 counts of child pornography charges.
Gas prices continue to fall, but for some, that's not exactly a good thing.
And what kind of toll has recent unpredictable weather taken on Louisiana's coasts?
Newsbeat starts now. And welcome to Newsbeat. I'm Larissa Bonaquisti.
And I'm Matt Houston. Thank you for joining us.
A Baton Rouge man was arrested on more than 300 counts of child pornography possession. 31-year-old Evan Taylor was arrested at his workplace Wednesday. The Louisiana Department of Justice Cyber Crimes Unit received a video file from Taylor's computer in July, allegedly showing young girls performing sexual acts on men. Investigators searched Taylor's apartment and found several thumb drives, a glass jar of marijuana, and a bong. A probable cause report states they also found 350 images of child porn, including babies and young children. Taylor's bond was set at $250,000.
Many people see falling price of gas as a good thing, but it may be preventing some LSU seniors from finding a job. Tiger TV reporter Allie Evans explains how jobs in the oil industry may be drying up.
Most seniors at LSU, Saif Bukhari wants to find a job after graduation. But that won't be as easy as he once thought, because Bukhari is one of the many students enrolled in LSU's petroleum engineering program.
Petroleum engineering has boomed so much at LSU over the past few years, whereas the oil market has crashed. So as a result, you have this big saturation of petroleum engineers and not very many jobs out there.
Bukhari is not alone. With seniors across the country getting ready to graduate and begin their careers, the recent oil market is going to be a hardship.
Seniors everywhere are going to have trouble finding jobs. That's just the way it is. You know, the oil has always been that kind of industry. You've got boom, you've got bust. You know, it's cyclical, and we just happen to draw the short straw and come out on a bust.
Despite this problem, students say that LSU's engineering program has given them many useful skills that can help them pursue a different career should it come to that.
Advice to all those who are still looking for jobs is just to keep your options open. And here at LSU, as a petroleum engineer, you're given the tools that you can basically find yourself looking for any sort of engineering job.
On an alternative route, so if you have, any kind of skills in any other kind of industry, even our professors have been telling us, build a skill set, be versatile, because you're graduating not just as petroleum engineers, but as engineers. So if you have a proper skill set, you could definitely get out and do something with it.
If the oil market changes in the future, these petroleum engineering seniors will be prepared for anything. For Tiger TV, I'm Allie Evans.
The average gas price in the U.S. is $1.97. However, it's much lower in Louisiana. Louisiana taxes on tobacco may be going up for a second year in a row. Governor John Bel Edwards suggested to lawmakers that the tax should be increased to $1.08 to combat the state's current budget crisis. The current 86-cent tax on cigarettes is the 14th lowest in the country, but a recent study by personal finance group Wallet Hub found that Louisiana has the nation's lowest smoking cost. Some smokers say that the tax increase may cause smokers to curb their addictions.
I do believe that people are going to stop smoking less the more and more it goes up. But the faster it goes up, the faster people will stop smoking, I assume.
Wallet Hub estimates that Louisiana smokers will spend over $183,000 in their lifetime related to smoking.
LSU celebrated completions to the French House renovations today with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. The French House is home to the Roger Hadfield Ogden Honors College and will become a host site for visiting scholars to engage students in research and education. The project includes restoration of the building's grand salon and complete renovations to the second and third floors, with a 50% increase in classroom space. LSU President F. King Alexander and Honors College Dean Jonathan Earl attended the ribbon-cutting ceremony.
Great day for LSU and for the Ogden Honors College, and it's something that I think we should all be really proud of, that the people of Louisiana chose to invest in our students in this very important way. So as the dean, I'm very heartened and I'm grateful.
While French House renovations are now complete, UREC construction is potentially falling behind. UREC Associate Director Brad Wilson said that due to the weather and other delays they can't control, construction is a little behind, but right where it needs to be. Currently, Tigers only have 80,000 square feet to work in while construction continues, and once finished, members will have all the room they need.
Phased-in approach as far as when we bring certain portions of the building online. The new gym, as well as two of our newest studios, the Mind Body Studio and our boxing studio, those will come online. We foresee happening this summer, so summer of 2016.
Students will be able to use the new cardio area, 2 new pools, an updated indoor jogging trail, and more when construction is complete in 2017.
It's carnival time, folks.
Mardi Gras season is here, and there's plenty of chances to catch a parade in Baton Rouge this weekend. Friday evening, the crew of Artemis will roll at 7. Saturday, the crew Mystique de la Capitale hits the streets at 2. And Sunday morning, the dogs of the crew of Mutts will put on their leashes and bark their way along the route. That starts at 9 a.m.
All of these parades will roll downtown, so get there early for a great spot. After the break, we'll join Tiger TV sports reporter Brian Pellerin with a look at LSU sports.
Stay tuned.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brian Pellerin. Saturday, the LSU basketball team gets the chance to push itself into the tournament picture when number 1 Oklahoma makes its first ever visit to Baton Rouge. You know Ben Simmons, LSU's freshman phenom, but what Simmons is to LSU, Buddy Hield is to the Oklahoma Sooners. The senior guard averages over 25 points a game, shoots over 50% from behind the arc, and has scored over 37 times this season. For the Tigers get the upset, they'll need to slow down number 24.
It's a big challenge, and you want to step up to the rise to the occasion. Want to go out there and just try to play your hardest against them, and that's all you can do.
Tip-off is scheduled for 4 p.m. The LSU Hoops team isn't the only one facing Oklahoma this weekend. The LSU gymnastics team takes on the number 2 ranked Sooners for the second time this season. The Tigers won the first at the PMAC, but this meeting will be a little different. Instead of the Maravich Center, the Tigers and Sooners are at the Metroplex Challenge in Fort Worth, Texas, the same arena the NCAA semifinals and Super 6 are located. And Oklahoma isn't LSU's only competition. Number 12, Stanford, number 16, Missouri, and Washington will also be there. The Tigers expect Oklahoma's best shot after beating them already once this year, but they're excited to prove themselves once again.
They're an amazing team, and they are always pushing us. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to show that we are LSU and we still have it, and we're going to go out there and perform our best.
And lastly, tomorrow is our first look at the 2016 LSU baseball team as the Tigers host their annual media day. Stay up to date on everything that happens tomorrow on our website and at our Twitter account, Tiger TV or DTV_sports. Back to Matt and Larissa at the desk.
Thanks, Brian. Louisiana is known for its culture-rich food and wetlands, but could the sportsman's paradise be in trouble? Tiger TV reporter Michaela Morgan has more on how the weather is affecting common Louisiana sites.
Just 2 years ago, the LSU chapter of Ducks Unlimited won the national championship. But the El Nino year is leading many duck lovers to say this past season hasn't been much of a win.
Louisiana is facing serious problems as far as waterfowl-oriented habitat quality.
While El Nino is only temporary, coastal damage to Louisiana's wetlands are permanent.
It's a big deal here. It's why I love doing what I'm doing.
And he's not the only one. If you spend just 5 minutes in the LSU Renewable Natural Resources building, you embark on a real-life sportsman's paradise.
We're facing some very serious long-term issues that have an impact.
The higher demand for corn to using gas products is leading many farmers across the country to trade their duck breeding lands for money.
Habitat that we can actually restore in our marshes, the more likely it is that we're going to be able to sustain waterfowl populations doing it.
And helping to restore the wetlands may be easier than you think. The department offers many programs for students to do their part in keeping Louisiana the sportsman's paradise. For Tiger TV, I'm Michaela Morgan.
After the break, a Michigan teen has his big break into the music industry in the middle of a crowded mall.
You'll definitely want to hear this kid's tune. Stay with us. Before we sign off, take a look at this. That video of 18-year-old Michigan teen Montel West was posted to Facebook Friday and has been linked and shared hundreds of thousands of times. He says he's never had formal classes and can't read music, but he's been contacted by a record label in Los Angeles. That's all we've got for the show today. Keep up with us at tigertv.tv and on social media.
Have a good evening, Tigers.